let's start. Amber, please introduce yourself by telling your name, your full name, the practice you're in, or your specialty, your role, and your location.
Well, my name is Amber Dorrough. I'm a nurse practitioner, family nurse practitioner, and I own Aurora Bliss Health and Wellness here in Juneau, Alaska, the only medical provider in the office. I offer primary care, hormone optimization for both men and women, and I do medical weight loss as well. I also offer some other services like IV rehydration, and that includes various vitamins and supplements. And then I also am working on adding some aesthetic cosmetic services. I do a little bit of everything. I just love being able to form relationships with patients. And so.
Wow. Probably that's why they call you doctor, because you are loved by the patients.
Yeah.
They feel the care of like a doctor. Okay, more than a doctor, I would say, because the virtual assistant that you hired from us, very, very happy. We just received great feedback about how you care, how you support her, how you train.
I was just going to say, Jonah Lee is amazing. Before I started working with DocVA, I was working long hours, and it's pretty much just me. I have a receptionist, front desk person that does help me with like answering phones and scheduling, and she's working on training to do some medical assisting as well. But still, it's just me. It was just me for so long that I was doing everything from billing to seeing the patients, and just everything. But since adding Jonah Lee to my practice, she is amazing. She has helped me with reviewing the lab results, which those can be tedious sometimes. That was one of the first things she started doing, and that has been such a great help. She has started scribing some of my notes, and that's amazing. She does fantastic on those. And anything, really, if I come up with a task for her, she's more than willing to learn. If she doesn't know how to do it, she's more than willing to learn what needs to be done to complete those tasks. So I can't be more thankful for her. I've had experiences in the past with other VAs so I was very leery and unsure as to what I was going to get and what to expect. And it's been really amazing.
You answered all my 3 questions, Amber. Thank you so much. All right. My question was supposedly, the responsibilities, your pain points, and how your VA was able to address those pain points and challenges. You kind of answered all of those. Okay. So
I'm sorry.
I think you kind of have the discernment that those will be my questions. All right. That's great. That's awesome. So I guess my question would be, why would you recommend DocVA? I know you've mentioned that you have had experience with other VAs as well, but what stood out? What is with DocVA and the virtual assistant that you like the most?
It's been the most, like, the customer service that y'all provide has been amazing. Really hands-on. You check in, making sure everything is going well. Y'all always want feedback. I'm not the best at giving feedback on a regular basis. Apologize all the time because I'm so bad at doing surveys and things. Like my EMR system, I'm supposed to be doing surveys for them, and I never do them, and I get yelled at all the time because I don't do them. So I apologize. It is just, but the fact that y'all put in the effort to check in with the practice and make sure everything is going well, and the VA, you check in with the VA on a regular basis. You make sure that not only the practice has the support, but also the VA, and that's amazing. I've heard some horror stories on the VA side that they experience, by the provider, some not nice experiences. And, being in a virtual assistant position, I can only imagine how difficult that could be. You're not physically there, for one. And so trying to learn everything remotely can be difficult. So I never want to overwhelm Jonah Lee. And I think that's one of the big things she appreciates, is that I try not to overwhelm her. And if I give her too many things to do. I'm like, you tell me if it's too much.
I mean, we are just so blessed that you are one of our, I would say, greatest clients. You take care of the virtual assistants, you train her, you think about, you know, nowadays there's mental anxiety, stress, right? Even if you're just working remotely, sometimes there are providers like what you've said, they experience not so good, like horror stories, right? But
Mm-hmm.
with you, I think she's just really reciprocating the
Mm-hmm.
kindness you've been showing to her. So with that,
Yeah.
we're just really grateful,
Yes.
Amber, and we can like, thank you enough for being a great client to our virtual assistant and just for working with us. I know that weekly check-ins might be too much, but that's really our way to ensure that you're okay, everything
Yes.
is going well with your workflow and also with the VA. So yeah,
Yes.
I can't thank you enough for that wonderful service, and of course for the VA will not be successful if she doesn't have a great partner and she
Right.
considers you as a partner and as a family.
Mhm.
So thank you so much,
Absolutely.
Amber. Is there anything else that you would like to share? Because you answered all my questions.
No, I'm very thankful for Jonah Lee
Oh,
and thankful for DocVA for finding Jonah Lee and providing her for me. So
yay! Thank you so much,
it was a
Amber.
great match. It was a perfect match. I mean,
And how long did you find a virtual assistant after the discovery call? How many days before you get a VA from us?
I chose her almost immediately. I had the
Okay.
interview with her and one other person. The
Okay.
third person didn't show up or something
Uh-huh.
happened.
Okay.
And I mean, I chose her immediately. I don't know.
Wonderful.
There's just something that clicked with her, and just her background is amazing too. She's heavily, she's got a lot of medical history background already, so that was helpful.
Wonderful. All right. Well, I won't take much of your time. Thank you so much for your presence and for all those wonderful feedback for DocV and of course for your virtual assistant. So you have a wonderful day,
You
Amber.
too. You
Okay.
too.